여기 지금 체크한 증상이 109가지나 해당 증상이 있으신데 그중에서 뭐가 제일 불편해서 오셨습니까?
For me, it's the tinnitus.
언제부터 이명이 있으셨습니까?
I got the jaw pain and the clicking. It started 3 years ago, but the tinnitus only began in Easter time, so it was April this year that the tinnitus started in this ear, and then it moved to this ear as well. Then later on, it was like a clicking and popping that I heard 3 years ago. And I went to the doctors because I was on holiday at that time in the US, and they thought that I had like a sinus infection. So they said just forget about it and there's nothing wrong, and I tried to ignore the clicking and popping. And then the symptoms sort of developed from year on year more and more. Yeah.
양쪽이 다 현재 안 들립니까?
Both sides, but more on the right side. Always more on the right side. This is more light.
통증은 양쪽이 똑같습니까?
The right side it's been there for longer, and I feel that the pain is more dull, and then this is like as if it's still inflamed, as if it's more fresh. I would say that something happened later on, and now it's more it agitates me more on this side. But this side it's always been tight, it's always been clicking, it's always as if it's like an old problem, and this is like a new one that also, yeah.
그 다음으로 불편한 곳이 있다면 어디입니까?
And it's the pain in my like jaw, but also on my neck, at the back of my neck, down here, and and it also went down into my arm as well. And I felt like before I got the tinnitus, I felt this like tingling in my finger, actually this one, and then a weakness in my arm. And so whenever I would hold something, then I wouldn't be able to grab it properly. It was very weak. And then afterwards, it's like a pain now.
Okay.
And before I got the pain down my arm, then the pain was like here at the back of my head. And I always complained to the doctor that it felt very tight here. And then they said they don't know what it is. And then it sort of went to the shoulder. And then from the shoulder it went here. And now I feel the same thing going like this. But it hasn't come down to the arm yet. It's like stopped here for now. It was very stiff.
심하게 언제부터십니까?
It was a very stressful time in my life, and this was in January, and the clicking and popping, this was always there for the past 3 years. And then when I went through this like stressful time, then everything sort of broke out. Then I had like pain in my face, like it was like when I would touch my cheek, it would feel like a bit numb and strange, the sensation. And then I would feel very tight here, and that I couldn't really turn my neck, and that I was kind of like this. I had this feeling that my shoulder was up, and I was kind of like that. And then the Thai doctors were the one to say that they think it's a TMJ problem in February. That was the first time they said something, and then they gave me a mouth guard. But the mouth guard that they gave me, they only, sanded it down, I think like one time. And then I left to Austria. And I had a feeling that the mouth guard was not level. And then afterwards I got the tinnitus.
Relax.
Relax. More relax.
I did
지금
that.
알라이먼 됐다.
Yeah.
지금 느낌이 어떠냐고?
I feel like it's everything a bit more clear, a bit like brighter.
Just a moment. 지금은 어떠십니까? 오늘 한번 치료받고 느낀 소감.
Definitely that I could open my mouth wider, like from doing the exercises, and then more like a sense of like a relief. I felt that everything was so tight and everything was so hard and in pain, so more relieved, I would say, yeah. But apart from that, I don't feel much of a difference. I don't feel worse, but I don't feel like cured or anything like this, yeah.
아까 통증이 10개였다면 아우레오펜으로 현재 몇 개 정도 감소가 됐습니까?
30%.
어제 처음 치료하셨는데 오늘 아침까지 컨디션이 어떠세요?
Well, I wore the IBA for the first time overnight, and then I felt that my teeth were being pushed backwards, actually, like as if my teeth was sticking out, and then it was pushing. So I actually have pain on my teeth, like the first four, the top and the bottom. And then the gums also, like obviously it feels very uncomfortable. But then apart from that, I think I realized that when I woke up, normally I get very like bloodshot eyes, or I have like eye strain, but I didn't have that today. And also the tinnitus has gotten like lower, I would say, like by 1 point. Where so I noticed that during the night I would wake up and then I didn't actually hear it then, like, or at least like immediately, like it was like a very faint sound. I would feel indifferent, I would say, from yesterday, but the only thing that I noticed was that so the tinnitus, like when I had the CBA in and then I'm sitting on the spinal therapy, alignment with the craniosacral pillow. For some reason, it made it like louder afterwards, and it was like a different tone as well. The tinnitus.
아주 좋은 센스. 굿사인.
I should
소리가 더
continue.
커지든지 반대로 더 줄어들든지 이런 변화가 막 생기면서 치료가 된다. 어느 부분이 치료될 때는 그 증상이 더 심해지는 경우가 자주 발생할 거다.
Right now, it actually, so it went away. It was a very strange sound and tone after the pillow. I would say the craniosacral pillow, CST pillow, sorry. And it lasted until I would say the evening. And then afterwards, it went back to normal. Well, it's very light. Like I would not hear it here. Just in a very...
현재 턱 통증은 어떻죠?
Actually, I don't have it right now, and I'm not wearing this thing. Normally, as soon as I take it out, I feel the pain here. I don't have it.
TMJ 페인은 얼마가 남아있니?
I didn't notice it at all this morning.
목 어깨 통증은 어떠니?
In general, I would say maybe like 3 points decreased. Yeah. I feel good today. I feel like the tinnitus got lighter, and I don't know why, but I was laying on this the CST pillow, and then one of the ladies, she was really pressing my head into the pillow, and I mean it feels really sore at the back of my head. There's 2 points, like on my skull, at the back of my skull, where it really hurts, and I'm not sure if that's normal. I feel like it's swollen.
Yes, it's normal.
Okay, because I asked I think Harsha, and then Harsha said hers doesn't hurt. That's why I was like, okay, maybe something happened. But apparently it helped with the tinnitus, I think. And then I also feel like, because Dr. Lee said at the beginning I came with really bad skin, and it's like clearing up on its own. Yeah, I feel like it's the skin's just doing it on its own. I'm not doing anything.
그리고 이 CV4 CRI는 이 22개 뼈로 이루어진 두개골 뼈에 정상적인 크레니얼 모션을 발생시키고 크레니얼 수체를 잼밍을 해소시켜 줍니다. 이 22개 뼈가 플렉션 익스텐션 하면서 1분의 6회에서 12회에 정상적인 움직임이 발생해야지 뇌 척수액이 정상적인 순환이 이루어지고 여러분의 몸이 건강한데, 그래서 이것을 필히 하도록 하게 하는 거다. 20회 치료받고 현재까지 변화가 있다면 어떤 부분이죠?
I feel like my spine has become more like elongated. Before that I felt like a cramping in my spine, and I feel a lot more relaxed in my jaw, in my neck and my shoulders. Yeah, my blurred vision has also improved. The tinnitus has also gone down. So I think overall like a 25% improvement.
어떤 변화가 있습니까?
The last time I was here was in November, and I was here for 2 weeks. I noticed that after he adjusted my jaw, that the pain sort of started to shift from the right side to the left side, which I always experience more pain on the right side, so that's the same side where the tinnitus is as well. And the neck pain, the shoulder pain, everything like this, and I just felt that everything was sort of like shifting towards this side, and now I feel like this morning, for instance, I woke up and then I felt this sort of like itchiness in the left side of the ear. and this fullness, especially when I talk. So it's itchy and it's full. Get ear fullness. It's like as if like you have pressure in the ear, like when you go on a plane and you have this pressure in your ear. It's like that. And when I was on the plane from Austria to here, then I felt that my ear had a lot more pressure in it as well, on the left side, which I never really had before. And also, especially when it's cold and I'm walking outside, I can hear, and I'm talking to someone, I can hear my jaw clicking as if like I'm kind of chattering and like clicking at the same time. Like it's a lot of popping, I hear noises, like as if my jaw is like crunching kind of on both sides.
그리고 오른손이 힘이 없고 찌릿하고 감각이 변하고
No, I don't have it.
지난주에 비해서 좋아진 게 있습니까?
Actually, I feel really good. So I used to have this shoulder pain constantly, and now it's intermittent. So it's like almost gone, and there'll just be random moments where it'll come back, but it'll disappear in like a minute or so. And so I don't really have this shoulder pain anymore. It's just it comes and goes now. Yeah.
어지럼증은 어떠신가요?
So the lightheadedness, I don't really have that anymore. It's just that when I talk a lot, so if I don't talk for a long time and then I start talking, I feel that it's like the dizziness is connected to the jaw, so I start to feel a bit dizzy, but it's something with the eyes. And it used to happen more often, which I complained to him the last time I came in November, and now it's almost gone. It's a good thing.
통증과 턱관절 소리는
I would say that overall it went down.
산다고해서 이걸 몇 점에서 몇 점?
When I'm feeling good, I can go up to about 80. Felt really good. I felt like 80%. Even I noticed that the tinnitus was really quiet. Like there was just like it was very faint by this point. I feel good. I would say like 60% improvement in total. But so as each symptom goes away, then I sort of notice certain things that I didn't notice before because everything was just in pain before, so you just don't even know where to start. So what I notice is that I still have this pulling sensation here on this muscle. And when I do a certain exercise, I feel like I'm choking. So like when I go like this on the wall and look that way, but my body's straight, I feel like I'm choking. And I remember I had this feeling before I got the tinnitus then. I felt like it was spasming somewhere here, and then the next day I woke up and I had this sound in my ear, and it's on the same side as my ear. So.
점점 좋아지면서 그런 경추중요시대증 해도 불편 증상이 앞으로는 안 오고 시원해진 변화가 생길 겁니다.
So yesterday was good, and today is also good. I would say that it was the best I've ever been. Sometimes I feel actually like if I don't hear the tinnitus, I feel quite normal, which is really good. Yeah. When it's really good, I would say it can be up to like 90% by this point, just because the 10% would be left with the tinnitus. And so yeah, so on good days, 90%.
턱관절의 느낌 사운드나 페이셜 페인.
A lot better. Yeah.
뒷목 어깨 팔의 통증.
Almost gone on this side.
어지럼증.
Dizziness, I almost didn't have anything.
아니 안 벌어졌었나요?
Yeah, I think it was 3.5. Now I don't think I have a problem with opening it.
오. 5.
Yeah, no, I noticed it as well. Okay, nice. Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Lee. Thank you. I'm so happy.